Hello, my name is Miss Samantha and today we're going to be doing an art project. So this is a super fun art project that you can kind of make anything you want with. It's really similar to our chalk paint where you got to paint anything that you love to paint. Today it's going to be something a little bit similar. This is going to be create your own puffy paint. Have you ever done puffy paint before? Well, get ready and get your materials and let's get started. Okay, so the materials for today are going to be glue, white glue or clear glue, whatever kind of glue you have. You need shaving cream. I know some friends before had the gel kind. You just need the kind that'll puff up. If you have the gel kind, a really easy trick that a couple friends had told me, they put it on their hands, rubbed it together, and it made the shaving cream, and then they used it. Still easy enough for you to be able to do. You need some food coloring or watercolor, whatever you have. And then today I'm gonna make two colors. So I have two different bowls. And then afterwards, you're gonna need paper and paintbrushes. All right, let's get started. So before we start, puffy paint. Normally regular paint dries and it kind of dries flat. What I love about puffy paint is when it dries, it stays puffy. It doesn't stay sticky, it still dries, but when you use a lot, you can kind of press down on it thanks to the shaving cream. And I think that's a really fun part to it, and it makes it really fun to make things like polar bears or flowers that you want to be able to feel. It's really cool and it's really fun, and because of the shaving cream, it smells so great. So we're gonna make it together. So your first step is going to be to take your shaving cream. I have to shake mine up a little bit. Shake it, 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 shake it. And then we're gonna add some to our bowls. So the amount of shaving cream depends on how much color you want. If you're just making a little bit of color each, you don't need to add a ton. So this is what I did. That's all you need. You don't need a ton. I also find it easy enough to add the shaving cream. Then once you add the glue, if you feel like you need a little bit more shaving cream, go back and add more. You can always add more of either material. So now, actually before the glue, we're gonna add our coloring. So I think I would like to make purple and orange. Who remembers what two colors mixed together makes purple? Yeah, blue and red. So to this bowl, I'm gonna add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drops of blue. Then I'm gonna take my red and I'm gonna add 1, 2, 3 drops of the red. Now, this is your colors. You can change it however you want. Then I'm gonna take my paintbrush and I'm gonna start mixing the shaving cream together. You can do this either way. You can add it to your shaving cream first, then add your glue, or you can add your glue first and then color it. I obviously have added it to my shaving cream first. So with those drops, this is kind of the color I got. So I'm gonna add a couple more. Can you count with me? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's add a little bit more red. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks for counting. Okay, let's mix it up again. And see what we get. So mine is kind of turning into a very pale lilac pink. If you have watercolor at home, watercolor definitely makes the color a lot more vibrant and you can kind of see it better, but food coloring works just fine. So as you can see, I kind of made this like gray purple. I'm gonna add a couple more drops of the blue and that'll make it a little brighter. Perfect. Now remember, you can make it however you want. Another great way to make this is we used the cupcake pan last time to make our chalk paint and it kept it contained. That's another really great thing to do in the chalk paint, to do in the cupcake liner. That'll also make it really easy. So now I'm going to do orange. So who remembers what two colors make orange? Red, good job, and yellow, good job. So we're gonna add a couple drops, and I'm gonna take another paintbrush and mix it together. Shaving creams is one of my favorite things to play with and to explore. I love how it feels. I love the smell and the texture, and to touch it on your hands. Before you add the coloring, ask mom and dad if you can touch it and if you can feel it for a second. So I'm gonna add a couple more drops of red and a couple more drops of yellow, just to make it a little bit brighter. And let's mix. The nice thing about shaving cream when you're playing with it at home, it washes away so easily. All right, I love it. I think it looks perfect. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our glue. So just like I said, start with a little bit and add more. You can kind of feel when it's ready. So I'm gonna add, I would say maybe 2 tablespoons of glue. 1, 2. And then I'm gonna mix it. So if you add too much glue, you'll be able to tell because it'll get kind of watery and really, really thin, and you don't want it to be too thin. The glue helps it stick into place and makes it so that it stays puffy. You can also kind of tell because it gets this really nice sheen and makes it really shiny. So I'm actually gonna add maybe 1 more tablespoon. And 1. Also, another great way, if you're not fully sure, test it. Add a little bit to a piece of paper and see if it's ready. So you can kind of tell. I'll show you guys. You see how it's sticking together? You can tell that it's pretty much ready. So another way that you can tell is it'll start to act a little bit more like paint, like it'll stick together like that. So our orange is ready. I'm gonna set it to the side. Now I'm gonna add, we added 3 tablespoons. So let's start with 2 again, just to be sure. So ready? 1, 2. More to my 2. And stop. Okay. And then I'm gonna mix again. The mixing is a great job for our friends to do. So just make sure that you get it all combined. Like I said, if you happen to add a little bit too much glue, go back in with your shaving cream and add another drop of shaving cream. Once again, take it slow and do it as you go. So this one looks kind of ready with just like 2. So can you see it? Yeah, that's awesome. Perfect. So now your paint is ready. You're able to create whatever you want. So you can take your piece of paper. I would suggest you do it on thicker paper if you can, construction paper, cardstock, whatever, just because it can kind of seep through just a little bit, and it does have glue in it. So you can take it and you can make a flower. The one thing I suggest with puffy paint is do not be shy to add a lot of paint. When I use it in my classroom, I always tell my friends, add a lot. So when I take it, I kind of scoop it, and then I kind of tap, 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 until I can create what I want. Because if you spread it too thin, it's not gonna feel puffy. So please, please, please feel free to add a lot. My favorite part at the end is when it dries and you can feel that it's still puffy. So I added a dot of the orange, and now I'm gonna go in with my purple. You can create whatever you want. You could create a hat, you could create polka dots, you could create a flower or a rainbow. We're gonna add another dot down here. So remember what I said, take it and dot, 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 dot. Until it lands on it. I'm gonna kind of show you guys how much I've used. so you can see that it's not flat. I didn't spread it out too thin. That way when it dries, you can still be able to feel it. Now, this is the fun part. This is your job. I want to see what you can make. I am so excited. I'm gonna create something too, and I will show you guys exactly what I made, but you guys are some great artists, and I'm excited to see what you're gonna make. I can't even imagine. So what I want you to do is to go ask mom and dad if you can make your own puffy paint, and then go out and try it. I would say you can do it outside just in case it gets messy. The weather is really nice now, and remember, shaving cream washes away, which is the easiest part. You can always add stuff, you can always change it, and create your own masterpiece. So now it's your turn, and I can't wait to see what you're gonna make. Make sure to send us pictures or to show it to us. I can't wait to see it, and I'll see you later. Bye.